Previously on Survivor.
You and I have decided that we're going to go to the end with each other.
Frank,
So
he
paranoid.
scares me. He's so paranoid.
Everyone, to my knowledge, is voting Frank. That's who I'm voting for.
You need to play your idol this week. They want you out.
The minute I let my guard down, I find out that everyone's gunning for me.
Yeah, hand me the idol. Oh, yes.
Picture of it that you sent me.
Yes, that's the idol. Frank has played the hidden immunity idol. All votes cast against Frank will not count. Third person voted out of Survivor Zoom Island, and the third member of our jury, Matt. Matt, the tribe has spoken.
So I feel really strong.
Literally, we're better.
Don't really know where people Can I come get
Not stop.
Well, this is sufficiently awkward.
Well played, Frank. That was good.
Thank you.
You read it right.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna...
Yeah, I do need to bounce and use the bathroom. So I'll be back on in a few.
I feel like we have to explain it.
Yeah, do we want to chat about this?
We might as well.
Honestly, I think more than anything else, we just need to win the next challenge, right?
I think we are all
absolutely
in
agree. I felt like I was kind of caught between a rock and a hard place this week.
There was no easy choice.
Right now, I'm just more surprised than anything else.
I was really in a tough, torn spot between you and Matt because I felt like you guys had both, given a lot of trust to me, and this was kind of the way the votes were coming up, was it was going to be one or the other.
Yeah.
So there was no one who I felt good about voting for. There was no one who I wasn't going to have to tell some lies to and betray some sort of deal or alliance that had been made. But
you can't play the game without going back on your word. Just you can't be 100% honest with everyone all of the time.
I'm a rat. So I just orchestrated the Frank playing his idol to get Matt out of the game. There was rumors flying that Matt might might vote me, just in case Frank played the idol. So in order to avoid that, I voted Matt. I think I did the first big move of the game, so
I got to admit, it feels very cool to use an idol successfully. I'll admit that there's a part of me that didn't fully believe that Pat was going to turn on me up until right when it happened. I'm still a bit surprised by that and unsure of why Pat would decide to flip. When he made his speech during the tribal council about people being a threat when you can't trust that they'll be loyal to you, knowing he was about to vote me out, that puzzled me a little bit. I genuinely was going to go with Pat until the end, but now I know to keep an eye open and play this game a little bit more carefully.
I obviously wanted Frank tonight, but unfortunately my probably closest ally in this tribe, in Matt, ended up going home. So we knew this was a possibility, and unfortunately we weren't able to stave off Frank's paranoia. So he played his idol, and Siobhan voted with him, though she said she was going with us. So I don't know if she leaked that to him or not, but I have to try to regain Frank's trust.
You know, I am glad that I'm playing Survivor. I'm having a good time overall. But tonight probably went about as poorly as it could have gone in really every facet imaginable. Because not only did Frank play his idol and save himself, Siobhan voted for Matt, so I get why she might have done it in case Matt voted for her, but she gets to save face while I have to take all the blame for flipping, even though we both were on board for that from day one. So now it makes me look like the asshole and the one who can't be trusted to Frank, so that's great.
There are 10 people remaining in this game, and I don't know about you guys, but to me, sounds like a great time to switch things up. So that means everybody drop your buffs. We are swapping tribes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit randomize. We're going to split into 2 tribes of 5. The first 5 people on the list, on the randomized list, will be the new Team 1, Team 2 tribe. The second half of the list will comprise the new Room 2 tribe. Our new Team 1, Team 2 tribe is AJ, Pat, Justin, Siobhan, and Brad. Our new Room 2 tribe is Sean, Lexi, Frank, Andrew, and Allie. Today's challenge is called Beat Boop. Everybody is going to take turns in the order that you are seen on this list randomizer. So I'm going to leave this up for reference so that you know what order you're going in. And basically, what we're going to do is we're going to count one person at a time. 1, so AJ will say 1, Pat will say 2, and so on and so forth. The twist is that for every multiple of 3, you say, instead of saying the number, you say beep. For every number that contains the digit 3 in any place, you say boop. And for every number that is both a multiple of 3 and contains the digit 3, you say beep boop. But if you say the wrong thing, meaning if you say a number when you're supposed to say beep, or you say boop instead of beep, or even if you say boop beep instead of beep boop, you are eliminated from the challenge. So we're going to do single elimination, and we're just going to keep counting up. So I won't start over. And then the tribe with the last remaining members will win immunity. Also, you are fighting for an individual prize today. The individual who is the last remaining person will win a secret advantage. So there's a lot at stake here. Ready? And AJ, start us off.
1, 2,
4,
5.
Beep.
7,
8,
Beep.
10, 50,
beep. 52.
You're not gonna drive home.
3, 2, 1. Siobhan.
Sorry, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. That's it. You're out.
What? You go. Miguel.
You still haven't said anything.
And then I get things.
Sorry, Siobhan, you are out of the challenge. We're going to go on to Brad now.
55.
56.
beep,
58,
59.
beep,
61. 62.
That was incorrect, Justin. The correct answer is beep boop. I believe that was a boop, if I'm not mistaken.
64.
65.
beep,
67,
68.
beep,
70.
71.
3, 2, 1.
Beep.
Okay.
Boop.
74.
Beep.
76.
77.
78.
Wrong. That is supposed to be a beep from AJ.
79.
80.
Beep.
82.
Boop.
Beep.
85.
86.
Beep.
87.
We're on 88 now.
Oh, okay. Well,
So Sean is out of the challenge.
Okay. 89.
Beep.
91.
92.
Wrong. That is a certified beep boop. So, was that Pat who just said that?
Yeah.
Pat is out of the challenge, meaning that Brad is the last remaining Team 1, Team 2 member here. So, Brad, pick it up.
94.
95.
Beep.
107.
108.
Wrong. That is supposed to be a beep. Allie's out of the challenge.
Beep.
110.
So that is wrong, Brad. That is supposed to be just 109. So that
Oh,
means...
fuck.
Yep. So that means Brad is out of the challenge, meaning that room 2 wins immunity. But we're not done yet. We're going to get an individual winner who will get a secret advantage. Lexi, continue off.
110.
Beep.
176.
Beep.
178.
179.
Beep.
All three of you must take your hands and cover your eyes.
Oh gosh.
181.
182.
Beep boop.
184.
185.
Beep.
188.
Wrong. It's 187.
188.
Beep.
191.
Wrong. That was 190. That was supposed to be. Frank wins the challenge and wins an advantage.
Frank, were you a math major?
Yes.
See, there you go, guys. There you go. Proof's in the pudding. I did pretty well for a comm. No, you did. But I'm saying Frank got a pretty good math education at Villanova University.
I think the tribe swap worked out pretty well for me personally. Obviously, working with Sean, I've been working. We haven't had a tribal yet together, but working with Mr. Allie and I have had a good bond going so far. I feel like I'm in a good spot. I was worried that people would try to target Sean and I instantly, but unless they're fooling us, it seems like what the vibe so far is that they, like each person in the tribe has reached out to either me or Sean to be like, I'm working with you guys. People are just trying to use us as numbers so far, I think. For now, Sean and I are safe, but it'll be interesting to see if people actually want to work with us or if they're gonna try to just blindside one of us.
Of the room 2 members who are still here, I know all of them and have great relationships with all 3 of them just from outside of the game. This feels great because I've essentially gone from being at the very bottom of a 4-person tribe to at least being in a working relationship potentially with 3, hopefully 4 other people in a 5-person tribe.
All right, so that challenge was really fun because I was actually not that bad at it. I was actually good at it. And, we won, so that's really good. And I was a little nervous being on a new tribe, but I knew I had Lexi as a potential ally because we've been working together, so that was good. And immediately when we, joined a new tribe, I said, Lexi, well, we're same tribe, but, different people. I said, Lexi, we're in it. I said, you, me, and Sean, let's do it. The 3 of us.
Has word traveled about what happened at the last tribal council?
Maybe, but I'd like to hear your perspective since you're the person I want to actually be working with.
I received a majority of the votes yesterday.
Right.
I played my idol, and that's why I'm still here, and sent Matt home instead.
Frank got the advantage. I'm glad he's on my tribe since he had the idol on the other one. I'm worried about his paranoia a little bit, but he seems to be in control of it so far, which is good.
I haven't mentioned this to anyone else, but I'm happy to share it with you. No one's asked, funny enough, what this advantage is that I just won.
I'm curious, but I didn't want to be like, so Frank, what is it? Because I don't want to wig you out. I don't want to pull that out of you unless you're comfortable sharing with it.
I'm comfortable sharing. I do want to work with you, like both now and post-merge. That was always kind of my long-term plan, to work with you and Siobhan both. I'm still kind of communicating with her a little bit. But actually, so far, you're the only person I've told this. So if this gets out, I know where it came from. Yeah, so this says, congratulations, you have won the vote steal advantage. The advantage can be played once a tribal before the votes are cast. When I say it is time to vote, you must cut me off and announce that you are playing the advantage. I will then ask you whose vote you would like to steal. That person can no longer vote, and you will have 2 votes.
Okay, that's huge. That's a great advantage to have.
Almost as good as an idol, I think. If the 5 of us in the new tribe have to go to tribal council before the merge happens, Andrew and I can run the vote ourselves and decide who goes home. So this pretty much guarantees, or almost guarantees, that I should be able to make it to at least the merge.
I trust that Frank has told me what it actually is and isn't lying to me. And I haven't told anyone else yet. I need Frank to trust me and to feel like I haven't spread that word the moment he told me.
Part of me thinks that this is kind of a good test to see, because if the information gets out, that's a good sign that maybe I can't actually trust him for the long haul. Though I don't think that's going to happen.
I like Frank. I like Frank so much, and I don't want to betray him, but I think I'm gonna in the later parts of this game if I'm still around.
I know better now than to just, presume upon real life friendships that people aren't going to betray alliances. If Andrew ends up deciding to do what's best for him in his game, then hopefully I'll find out sooner rather than later.
The other tribe, they're going to tribal tomorrow. I don't know who they're going to vote out. I think they might vote out AJ just because I know Pat and Brad are working together, and Siobhan has also been looped in with Pat and stuff. I just feel like alliance-wise, I feel like AJ's gonna go unless they decide to pull a fast one on Justin, because he potentially has 2 idols. I know he has 1. I'm pretty sure he has 2. I think he's lying to me that he didn't get the other one, but he's been telling me lots of stuff.
So when we were separated into our new tribes, and I saw that Siobhan was staying in the old Team 1, Team 2 tribe, and I was moving away, I texted her immediately, saying, hey, as soon as Miguel texts out the new immunity idol clue, send it to me. I want to help you get it. So that's what she did. Miguel texted out the immunity idol clue. It was a triangle puzzle. A minute later, I texted her what I thought the answer was, and then a minute after that, she texted me that she had the idol. And even better, I've heard from both Sean and Andrew, and Sean says that Pat believes this too, that Justin is sitting on both of the idols. Obviously, I'm not going to correct anyone. Siobhan's idol secret stays with me. This rumor is kind of good news for me. I think there's a strong chance that after the merge, if I stick around long enough, I'm going to be perceived as a threat, because I am pretty good at the sorts of puzzles and whatnot that we're seeing in these immunity idol clues. Justin is currently emerging as one of the bigger threats of this game, but then, from a positioning standpoint, that's pretty good for me if there's a bigger target on his back.
Hi, it's me again. I don't know if this is obvious or not, but me and AJ are in a strong alliance. Me and AJ were talking about how it would be great if their tribe can get Patrick out, because Patrick, God bless him, he has lots of connections to literally everyone playing in the game. And honestly, I don't trust Patrick. I think he's really good probably at lying to people. I haven't strategized with him or tried to talk to him, but I know he's good at lying probably in that I can't really trust anything he would say to me. Trying to get Patrick out, and we figured the best way of doing this is to go to Siobhan, because we know, at least we think, that Siobhan did not vote with Patrick and Justin and Matt during their last tribal council. So though, we figured that if he were to get Siobhan to flip on Patrick, the best way to do it would be to do it very close to tribal council so that she doesn't have time to think potentially, and use that information to actually go to Patrick and say, oh, AJ's trying to get you out, let's vote out AJ. And everyone right now is telling AJ that they're voting Siobhan. If he gets Siobhan and Justin to flip on Patrick, then that'll be really good.
I could be completely off on this, but I don't know. Last 48 hours or so, I've just been getting a weird gut feeling that Siobhan told Frank to play the idol at Tribal on Tuesday. It just feels like some of the pieces are fitting together a little too well. Like, she texted me on Tuesday saying, I talked to Frank. I don't think he suspects it. We're good. And I know Frank wouldn't play the idol unless he absolutely knew he needed it, because he wants to hold on to it as long as he possibly can. Again, maybe I slipped up. Maybe I made it too obvious. But it also feels like there's a very real shot that Siobhan told him and then voted for Matt to go along with him because it keeps him as a closer ally for her. I do trust her. I do, but it's just worrying me. It feels like she might have made a bit of power play here.
Recording in progress.
All right, Brad. Now we have to stop saying all those super controversial things that we were saying before the recording started that I guess Miguel's never going to be able to hear.
You want to see my Christmas tree, Siobhan?
Yeah, I do.
How do I think this is it. So it's like
so
the skinny. Tree.
It's so skinny.
It's like all mini like die cast hoods that I have.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
I put like die cast up on the tree.
What do you think tipped him off?
No, I think it was genuinely just paranoia because I was like texting him up until the vote, and we had called right before the vote, like literally right before the vote. And we were like, oh, okay, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I think maybe he was just like, why don't I put it down to put it down?
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless...
Maybe we like overdid trying to make him feel safe. It's a tough line to walk.
Well, he analyzes everything. So like, maybe we said one thing that he was like, reverse psychology. Like, I don't know, because like, I don't think I accidentally tipped him off, but like, he might cite like one thing that I said and be like,
going back to Tribal, but hey, at least the idol's back in play, right? Well, I think for the second straight time I got the right answer, but someone else got the right answer faster. And I'm pretty sure that person is Justin. So now he's telling me he didn't get it. He's telling me AJ has the original tribe idol. I think both of those are lies. I think Justin has 2 idols.
Justin probably has 2 idols, which is scary. But on the bright side, before we'd even really had the chance for anything to develop, Justin texted me and he was like, hey, I think it should be AJ this week. So I do think we have a nice, easy consensus there.
I mean, obviously I don't want either of you two out. Justin having 2 idols is very scary.
Yeah.
But I don't think that means, especially after like we played a little trick on someone that had an idol last week. Like, I don't want to mess with that.
You know, the one silver lining is I think this is not a bad draw for me, tribe-wise. I think I have Brad and Siobhan fully locked in. AJ and Justin have both reached out to me wanting to work with me. And that seems to be a bit of a trend. People seem to want to reach out to me to work with me. And that's just the benefit of kind of having a pretty good connection to everyone in the game.
I just had a great call with Patrick. Basically, I'm trying to get him to vote against Siobhan and to also get Justin and Brad to vote against Siobhan. She betrayed my boy Matt, and that's unforgivable. And also, she's a wild card and she can't be trusted. And so, I made this clear. And so, Patrick sounded compliant, so that's promising.
So AJ wants to vote for Siobhan, which I have no interest in doing because that leaves me as a lone member of my original tribe. Siobhan's a close ally of mine. I haven't talked to AJ at all in the game, so that makes no sense. Everyone else seems to be on board for voting AJ. Even Justin brought it up unprompted, so, I think it should be a pretty easy vote this week.
However, I'm in such a vulnerable position. I might want to cause some chaos, and I might try to double cross Patrick and then call Siobhan at the last minute, like maybe a day or 2 before Tribal, and get her to vote against Patrick and maybe even get Justin to go along with her. I feel like Patrick and Siobhan are both dangerous, and
turning them against each other is a good thing.
I do know who has the idol. Surprisingly, Siobhan does, and she told me that pretty quickly. From there, I told her I had an idol, and right now, we're looking like a pretty strong alliance right now, and couldn't be happier right now. I mean, Siobhan and I, I don't see people expecting that too much. Siobhan and I both have idols. Easily turn the tides, if that comes to it.
I'm trying to pull off the scheme of the century, and I'm trying to play everyone against each other within Team 1, Team 2. My plan was to call Siobhan and then Justin to get them to vote for Patrick because he's the biggest threat of the game. And I honestly think that plan will work. However, I called Siobhan last night and she didn't answer. She was at a party, and I need to talk to her before I can talk to Justin, and of course I need to talk to both of them before the session happens, so, the clock is ticking.
Oh my gosh, man. Going into this tribal, I thought it was gonna be real easy, I thought AJ's the go. I got a call from AJ saying that Pat could possibly be the swing. Me, him, Siobhan, getting him. Because right now AJ thinks we're voting Siobhan, is what he thought. When everyone else thought, oh, we're voting AJ, easy vote. But then AJ came in with that call, and it just made a whole lot of sense. Getting Pat now.
So AJ called me and told me that he thinks him, Justin, and I should make a play on Patrick tonight. Which I'm not gonna say is a bad idea. I do think Pat is one of the most dangerous players in this game, but Pat is one of my closest allies. I tipped Frank off last tribal council, and that was kind of my big play of the game. One of my concerns is that Patrick realizes that I tipped Frank off. I know he's kind of like, oh, did you tip Frank off? And I was like, no, I didn't, even though I absolutely did. They've been telling AJ that they don't really know if they trust me because they think I tipped Frank off, but I don't know if they actually think I tipped Frank off. I don't know. But apparently, Allie's spreading the rumor that I did. So, Allie, screw you. I don't know if they trust me. Maybe they're all trying to put a vote on me. Who knows? I'm kind of getting a little concerned that this is all a big ploy against me, and I'm gonna get voted out. I doubt I'm gonna use my idol tonight, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just whip it out and assert my dominance, show off my big cock.
We have a member of our jury on camera, Jacob, and another member of the jury, Owen, off camera. I'm not sure if Matt will be joining, but I guess if he hasn't joined by now, probably not. We had, a bit of a hiatus for Thanksgiving. How's it been getting back into Survivor mode this week?
Jeff, the game of Survivor, it's like trying to put socks on a rooster. It's just tricky. People on your team that you're trying to work with, some people that you're trying to vote out. It's tough to navigate these, uncharted waters. But I think I've handled it pretty well, and hopefully I end up on the right side of the vote today.
Pat, Siobhan, I believe if my math is correct, this is your third tribal in a row. So far, you guys have been able to dodge the vote, avoid being voted out. So my question is, what's your secret? How have you guys managed to stay safe so far?
I don't know if there is a specific secret to it, but I think a lot of it comes down to how well we've been able to work together. I think that we've always, just between the two of us, been able to get all the information that we need to help us make the right decision. And while some tribals have gone a little more smoothly than others, to say the least, we've always made it out on the other side.
I don't know, because my name has been thrown out there a lot.
Why do you think that is?
Probably because I'm a woman.
AJ, we just swapped. This is a new group of people, almost evenly split between the old Team 1, Team 2, and the old Room 2 tribe. Are the alliances kind of staying the same along those tribe lines, or are we doing some mixing and matching here?
I'd say there's some mixing and matching here. I'm very malleable. I find alliances wherever I see fit, wherever I end up. I had some friends on my previous team, and I have some friends on my current team.
Have there been any names thrown around this week that might seem appealing to some people to vote out?
I mean, I've heard a number of names, but
all of them were mine.
yeah, I've heard a lot of names thrown around there, but I feel like only one's sort of stayed consistent.
Is there a easy vote tonight? Or maybe I'll put it this way: is anybody feeling unsafe tonight?
Jeff, I never feel safe.
I don't think I'm in a room with Justin.
Oh, I don't mean the game. I mean like IRL, real life.
Well, within the confines of the game, and this vote in particular, who feels unsafe tonight? Who feels like they might be voted out? Pat, you're raising your hand.
I mean, I think it could be anyone. You never feel safe in this game because, no matter how many conversations you're having, everyone else is having conversations too. So you can never be sure that your plan is the plan that's going through. I think mine is. I feel good about the conversations that I've had today and in, the past couple of weeks, but you can never feel safe. You can never feel comfortable.
It's just always that fear of, am I being told the truth?
All right, everybody, it's time to vote. Please text me who you are voting for tonight.
Wait, can I take back? I'm in a mood. I'm sorry.
If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, AJ. 1 vote AJ. Pat. 1 vote AJ, 1 vote Pat. AJ. That's 2 votes AJ, 1 vote Pat. Pat. 2 votes AJ, 2 votes Pat, 1 vote left. The 4th person voted out of Survivor Zoom Island and the 4th member of our jury, Pat. Pat, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Cool.
Next time on Survivor.
Pissed that Pat is no longer on our tribe and Siobhan turned against an alliance. I just don't understand that move.
I'm mad that Pat got voted out.
I just loved the ability to stick it to him.
I have a legitimate alliance with Andrew, but that alliance comes with an expiration date.
I want to vote you out, Frank.
Always the wiki is wearing a lantern that he's light away.